Hello, I hope you're all doing fine. We now reach quiz number 11, the last of the block of 5 in this team competition. As you can see, once again, it's based on a video. This time it's voices. I'm going to be playing you 26 sound snatches of people speaking. You just have to identify the speaker. If the person speaking is speaking in character, I'm afraid you still have to identify the person speaking, not the character. So, good luck.
It's been fabulous.
Yes.
It really has. And I always believe you should always leave the party while you're still having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had the most amazing 4.5 years.
Wales, capital of Wales. I felt I wanted to be educated at a Welsh university, and my parents were both very plugged into the education scene in Wales. So for all of those reasons, I chose Cardiff.
I played myself, highly strung, nervous, rather stupid person, desperate. You get things right and getting them wrong.
Well, it's hard to remember now, but I went to some fairly Christian-dominated schools and went to chapel a lot, and I was just intrigued by the story from the point of view of people who were there at the time.
And it's not one that I'm particularly experienced at, but when I saw what they'd done with this show in America, and I saw how completely innocent and delightful it is. There's no judging, nobody gets rejected or horrible feedback or anything like that. Yeah. It's very positive.
Well, one is continually and continually has to, unfortunately, decline, invited to various law societies, certainly in all the universities. But I don't actually do personal appearances.
On here, beautiful quality, beautifully hallmarked, and it will be lined, I would imagine, in silver gilt, right, which the gilding would protect the silver, so the little bread would be in here. Absolutely wonderful quality.
The public will understand that you're not willing to talk about the real issues, and the real issues are...
Okay, so I have to be honest with you. I prepared a little bit longer speech than what might be expected. So I really am serious. If you all think you want to leave, raise your hands, and we'll go straight to Q&A.
She came through and she kicked me. She waked me up, and they three were standing behind her. You know, so you're not retiring. You're too young to retire.
Not really, to be honest. No, I mean, I guess there was always a bit of rivalry between me and my brother. I think that's been a natural between siblings. So there's always a little bit between me and him. But to be honest, yeah, I don't really remember being too competitive with stuff. I just remember just really enjoying it and being out there and being with my friends and having a good time. Yeah.
Let's go. First embarrassing moment on set. What happens is you get a mark on the floor for hitting your marks and things like that. And we had a long walking shot. And it was shot from behind, and because the first setup was behind us, I didn't realise that the mic basically covers sound. So as the further away we got, the louder I got, and I just kept shouting my lines.
Now the digital team have asked myself and NASA to pick two teams loosely based on the eras that we played in. Now obviously NASA played a lot more test cricket than me, so mine's going to span my first class career.
Well, it's been very strange because it's New York is kind of like a ghost town, but then it's surreal. Then you see other parts of the world, other big, great cities of the world are also in the same situation. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's kind of like a science fiction movie, but it's real. You know, it's what it is.
I can't believe that. Yeah, something like 1.4% British and Irish.
Is that your mother's side or your father's side?
I don't know, and in fact I can't wait to go and speak to them and just check, because I didn't think for one moment that there would be any Scandinavian or any British or any Irish, and now I know why I love Ireland.
Sound check was great, went really well, I was really excited, and then during the changeover in the ad break, the microphones fell onto the piano strings, which is what the guitar noise was. Some people thought it was Bieber rehearsing, but it wasn't him.
So the reason I wrote the book was because
suppose the simplest way of explaining it was I was shocked in a way at how disconnected I'd become from a country that I thought I understood.
When that tea towel was stitched to that little black Gucci dress, I had no idea the reaction that was going to come.
Look, I'm of that generation that, you know, sometimes you've got to give something a good shot. You've got to stick it out, okay? And whatever people say, yeah, but that's an easy option out. The royal family is a safe institution, you know, and sometimes I was really hopeful for Meghan. You know, I remember on this show when she went in, I was like, yeah, brown girl in the red, like as a real oh my goodness, I was called a racist for calling that. We don't see her colour. How dare you mention her colour? I'm like, oh my goodness, no, I'm just saying this is brilliant because it's diversity.
Usually from Russia, I can't carry on drinking actually. Usually from Russia, that neck of the woods. It was famous in about sort of the 17th century, really, 18th century. But nowadays it can be sort of modernised.
Well, certainly when I was on the terraces there, I had dreams of playing for the team, and I suppose when I became a coach later on, coaching the team. But a lot's happened in between times, but it's in some ways very rewarding.
No, I don't think there is, because they've simplified it a great deal. I've seen very little of it, but from what I hear, and I have been around, been to Britain from time to time. And I think that it's very good now. It's simplified. People haven't got the time for the old ceremonials or lengthy ceremonials that they used to have.
So, but taking time to adjust and focus on other things, other areas, time to work on business plans and schedules and strategies, and trying to understand, you know, what's going to be the new norm. And which I'm sure everyone's trying to understand.
One was boned to death, St. Alphege in 1012. He was captured by some Danish pirates. They wanted a ransom. He said that the people shouldn't pay a ransom because it would bankrupt them and they couldn't then buy food. So the Danes got bad-tempered and threw ox bones at him till he died.
I am in the lovely home of Dr. Linda Papadopoulos, leading psychologist, author, and mastermind extraordinaire as well, and mum. We're going to talk about career, we're going to talk about how you work and have children, all of it we're going to cover.
I starred in our local library's Christmas show of The Prince and the Swineherd, a dual role, and that was the start of it, really. My own and only child, East London, nothing in the family to do with theatre or culture in any way, really.